Turns out that climbing Mount Olympus can be rather treacherous, Phrenos.
Getting crowded out there. More shades, guy with the horns. I don't like him, Mel. Not one bit.
As we grow in numbers, we grow in strength. What's your concern with that?
Don't like to share. Except this tent, I don't mind sharing it with you. Most of the time.
I'm honored.
Hail, witch!
Anything stand out? May moonlight guide you. Should be of use. Trade you. Should be here soon enough.
Hey.
Gaia's secrets.
Oh, what have we there?
Grow strong. Judgment. Wisdom of the past. I'll keep this in mind.
You're up. What brought you back that it would cause you visible distress, Goddess? We heard you made it to the summit, but reports are inconclusive after that. Or unbelievable.
Some sort of infestation plagues the summit. Monstrosities abound. They can't possibly be servants of Kronos, but they must be part of his scheme.
Well, let's not speculate before we gather all the necessary facts. You stood against these monstrosities and managed to return. Your family members must know more, provided they're still able to reach you.
I ought to make certain of that.
Recovered.
Transmutation complete.
How would you look at that? How could I possibly say no? It seems you found my weakness here, Goddess.
The great tactician has no weaknesses, I'm sure. Though he does now have an extra bottle of nectar.
Whilst I appreciate the gesture and the drink, it is entirely unneeded on your part. Have I not conditioned you to resist the temptations of unspoken contracts such as this?
I know not to expect anything in return, Headmistress. The act of giving needs to be sufficiently rewarding in itself. And please believe me that it is with you. Headmistress, I saw Icarus up there during my voyage toward Olympus. He flies free, but fights for us still, doing what he can to disrupt the Titan's legions.
And? You need not make attempts to endear him to me. My judgment of one's character need not affect your own.
Sometimes I worry you think he abandoned us during a time of need, and wasn't a good influence on me.
You need not speculate about my thoughts. The follies of young Icarus are positively mild in comparison to most. I harbor no ill will toward him. He'd not be flying if I did.
Is he still welcome here, at least?
If that is both your wish and his.
Yes, that's it. One to keep track of. Say, would you accompany me to the riverbank a bit? Blow off some steam, or maybe I could push you in or something?
Could be going after perpetrators of unspeakable evil across the surface, but you're asking me to go after some poor fish? No.
Eris stands against us. Just as I neared my destination on the surface, she was there. Let the adamant rail do much of the talking.
Imagine my surprise. So what to do? Can't kick her out since all children of Nyx are welcome here? Whose ever bright idea that was. Maybe give her some more second chances?
You've made your point.
Good evening.
Lord Moros, as our honored guest, we wanted you to have this, to make your stay a bit more comfortable.
The nectar of the gods. Thank you, Princess. I've not received an offering before, though I do like to come prepared. So here, from me to you.
How thoughtful. I accept.
Are you all right, Princess? I'm realizing that whenever you return, it's likely due to some unfortunate result. One I might have easily anticipated in the past, but not anymore.
I'm fine, Lord Moros. Thank you for asking. I'm fairly accustomed to such outcomes at this point. It's interesting to know the fates are not forcing it along, that it's all in my control, and all my fault.
Well, now that you mention it, I can't entirely be sure the fates have no more influence at all. How frustrating, not knowing whether our actions have been preordained or not.
I try not to think on it too much. Interesting.
Prophecy fulfilled.
Ah. Hey, how about another visit to the springs? You seemed to enjoy yourself last time, and I find it truly helps.
Well, as long as it helps. Look, I don't get my wings wet for just anybody, babe, but you're special. So let's go? That's the stuff.
What is it like having so many siblings? I have but one and didn't even know him growing up. Though I often tried confiding in him anyway, like an imaginary friend.
The more brothers and sisters you have, the bigger the disappointment you can be. And it is so embarrassing when you forget their names. Just look at how us kids of Nyx get on. The only family more messed up than mine is yours.
You mean the Olympians? How do you figure? They have their differences, to be sure, but they still work together to maintain the natural order of the realms.
Work together? Come on, they can barely stand each other. From the very top on down. They never should have gone into business. Always caught between their blood commitments and their jobs.
I won't deny that family adds a complicated layer to their responsibilities, but it's also a source of solidarity and strength. Look at them now, standing together against a common foe. This is the Olympus mortals' love and fear.
Sorry, not impressed. They say family is a bond that can never be broken, but as is so often the case, they're wrong. Just because someone's related to you doesn't make them special or deserving of respect.
What does it take to earn respect from you, Eris?
I actually don't even know the answer to that right now. Though sitting naked with me in half-boiling water helps.
Well, all right.
I had a blast there, babe. And look how clean my wings are now. Won't stay like this for long, but still.
Some garlic. Become as new. Now simmer away. A new detail. Up for another journey? This is for you. Nourishing. Cassinthe. The pin. Good girl, Hecuba.
We bid you welcome to the graveyard of the underworld.
I see you're getting acclimated to this place.
My disciples and I all salute you on account of having made it up to the big mountain, young one. Back when we drew breath, we could only dream of those hallowed heights.
I appreciate the encouragement, Commander, but I've got a bit of a climb still. The legions of Kronos are there in droves, and the mountain's defenses can't tell us apart.
Surely you jest. The mechanical marvels wrought by the gods themselves turned their deadly appendages on you? When you went all that way to help them out?
Basically, yes.
Ah, that's too bad.
Awaken.
Yeah, wake up.
Noted. What would Chaos have me do? Chaos, take me.
just how gargantuan is Typhon, the father of all monsters, truly? Well, you need but pay a visit here and you'll find out. Till then, we'll just have to fend him off.
Felt that. Whispers.
And though it's not my wish to spoil the surprise, you ought to know we're dealing now with good old Typhon, father of all monsters. Isn't that just great? We need you back here, Em.
Like a cross between a luxurious palace and an impregnable fortress. The so-called legions of Kronos will be getting through these walls.
Strength of the sea. Great Eye of Night who watches over me. May your brilliance always shine across the world.
The customary gifting of the gods. I am becoming fond of this cycle. Some traditions of Olympus may be worth adopting after all.
Let us together shine this night, O moon.
You have seen the path of stars and experienced its connection to my strength and yours. Though our paths may diverge at times, they often lead us to a single point. Dark side.
meet again. Lord Hephaestus, your services must be in very high demand. I'm grateful, and doubtless so are the Nocturnal Arms.
I don't work for tips. Though ours ain't an ordinary arrangement, and ain't often lately I get new regular clients. So here, call it a trade.
I'm in your debt for this, Hephaestus, sir.
Rack me brain about those fancy silver weapons of yours. Trying to sort out who exactly could have made such things. Or when. They're the Nocturnal Arms, ain't they? Meant only as a last resort, but here we are, I reckon.
Can't recover here. Need to press on. Arachne? Ooh. Skira grows in strength.
I'm very much obliged.
Niece? Well, then I'll just have to offer it to whomever else drifts by. Perhaps they'll appreciate it.
Had to do it. Now he's upset. Olympus.
That's how I like to settle a dispute, using whichever impressionable creatures are around to make my dissatisfaction known. All for you!
This is my father's realm. Hear me, on my authority. My silver's come alive. All the way up to the Mountain of the Gods, my lord. Though I missed you up there. I never thought I'd see a place you couldn't reach by boat. You have a very good distributor. Always use more.
Come forward. Sense the changes in the night, in you. Your strength has waned significantly. Chaos wishes to see the outcome of this particular arrangement, then?
Another trial, Headmistress. My magic may be weakened, but you taught me never to depend on it entirely.
And whether you took such lessons to heart, we shall imminently see. As Selene be our witness above. Cross flames awaken! Sisters, now! Gave to you no benefit at all this evening. Still, you bested me. I know not whether to heap praise or reprimand you for being such a little show-off.
I've gotten stronger. Stardust. Did you see that, Chaos? Return to Shadow now.
Once you have proven that this possibility exists.
Cheers, Chaos.
I know that sound all right.
Malinui. Dare I take the vows? Night, protect me. To the mountaintop. No pressure. I bid you shine for me again tonight.
You have no memory of Nyx. It was the night herself who found me, discarded and unwanted, and raised me from my youth. But when the Titan Kronos took the House of Hades, she was there. I miss her still. Total eclipse.
Together we shine.
You fought beautifully.
Just another night on the town. That light.
Outside the Aethera gates, aren't you? That city is beyond salvation. I know they used to worship your mother and father there, but still. If it were up to me alone, I'd sweep the place away and start anew.
The light of the sun. Back to the main square.
Is your first exposure to the splendors of the surface love. It stood in tribute to your mother and your father until Kronos had his way. I still grow angry when I think on it.
Where to from here?
The barely held-together city is a labyrinth of streets. Some barricaded still, yet others not. Each horror-filled, night after endless night.
So many mortals lived and died in such a place.
Let's see. A certain thought. What well if it isn't you?
The sorceress.
One always could see plain your talent, sorceress. But truth be told, I thought your heart would be a liability. Perhaps, however, I was wrong in that.
I'm thankful for your faith in me. My heart is never so assertive that it would lead me astray. Or so I tell myself anyway.
Fear nothing, sorceress. At least not from me here. Beyond the city gates, I shall be testing your resolve whenever you speak the vows. But in this pharmacy, as I call it, I merely test the potency of my concoctions and the like.
But you fought against me with such rancor, Lady Medea. If there is some bad blood between us, I would like to know the cause.
Perish the very thought. I merely wish for you to not let down your guard with anyone. And besides, there's no bad blood for those of our predilection. All blood has its uses. Do enjoy.
Night protect us.
Is ours by right. The Fates themselves decided it. Now Kronos seeks to overthrow our reign. He already had his opportunity to rule. There is no going back to how things were.
Give up a boon. Think I'm finished here. Is weakening. Shades, I release you. A boon. In the name of Hades. Excellent. Felt that. The air feels different now. Lord Hermes.
You run into a certain underworld boatman knowing about. You tell him I said hey? We've not collaborated much as before, what with everything of late. I miss those times.
All yours, Gully. The barrier's down. Hermes wanted me to tell you, hey, my lord. A message he'd surely deliver himself if he could, though he seems well enough. Of course, my lord.
Good evening, my dear. Wealth cannot be measured in mere coin. The very idea is absurd. Yet, there you are, paying for goods and services as though Kronos has already prevailed.
One witch go, and all the bodies, huh? And just as I was starting to like the new aroma around here.
You and all of us are subject to the will of Night, Cyclops. Lady Medea was drawn here for that reason alone. For my part, I find it easier not having to contend with you both.
You want things easy, then what are you even doing over here? You just passed through one of the hardest towns I know, and things are only gonna get rougher.
Nap time. Some wool. The bones. Now then.
Valuable for you.
The trap is set. And caught. Hello, shrimp. Too far to swim, but all those ships out there are swift. Go for it, Golly.
these ships' crews once before, and it's about to take them back. Come on, then. Look here.
Sir, what are you doing in the middle of the Rift of Thessaly? How did you even get here? Although you must be a powerful swimmer.
I'm proficient in a wide variety of athletics, since you mention it. Swimming, leaping, striking things with clubs.
So this is part of your patrol path. To think, my journey could have been even more infested with foes if not for you.
Much would be different if not for me, though you're one of the few I've met of late to admit it. Fair voyaging, sister. All right, then.
More?
Manifest your desire.
The path across the sky.
It is decided.
A gift from the earth. Nectar. I heard so much about you, Uncle. But you're not just very strong. You're generous as well. I am grateful, and would give you this.
Little niece, how thoughtful, but deeply unnecessary. Yet now I'm feeling generous, so here, this one's for you.
Well, this is quite a catch.
Closer to the snowy peaks that we call home. The biting chill is all part of our natural defenses, courtesy of Elder Goddess Demeter. We even have wondrous automatons holding our foes at bay. You'll be amazed.
New course needs to be set. Olympus, I accept this message.
I'm routing.
Seeds.
How lovely.
That's a feeling there.
Friendly bit of advice. You turn your back on the sea, you're going to regret it. And the sea in this case is myself.
Well, here we go. He wants a fight, does he?
On the mind, I let you have a little taste back there. Fear not, only our enemies shall be getting the full course.
Surging on.
Something to procure.
I sure could use your aid. Olympus, I accept this message. Next vessel. Hades. The foremost ship.
Took you so long? Sure is dark out there tonight, huh? Even the dead sailors on the rift look a little spooked. Maybe something's up?
There's fear in the air. You've defied the will of night too often, Eris. This time, I'm not here merely for Olympus, but for you.
You're telling me Nyx put you up to this? Right. She never cared about me, and she's not about to start now.
Never hesitate.
Like that'll work. message. All right, I'm going. Bye.
Buzz off.
To feel again the stable earth beneath her feet replenishes within the princess of the underworld her nearly limitless resolve as her objective finally draws near.
Mount Olympus. There it is ahead. Done there.
Kiddo.
Good. That's not your property.
Some flora there.
See that, Golly? Auto forces. All right, Olympus, I accept this message. Vested in me. We'll hew through anything. This one.
Settled?
Lady Athena.
One more.
Mine. Lady Athena, while we have a moment, I wish to offer you this nectar as a token of my gratitude. If I'd only known that we would meet here, perhaps I'd have arrived even sooner.
Nonsense, for I'm certain that you made your journey here as quickly as you could. Well, I of course accept your offering, though shall be saving it for when our victory's achieved. This, however, you may be able to use sooner.
You honor me with such a gift, Goddess.
Beware ahead. The Titan Prometheus is able to elude me, knowing that I'm focused on his vanguard forces, but he'll have no choice but to confront you if you press on.
He's the Titan of Foresight. He knows exactly what we're planning, doesn't he? And can retaliate accordingly.
He knows what is to come to some extent, yes. But he can only see outcomes, not read minds. And just because he knows you're coming doesn't mean he can stop you. Your choice? I concur. Our family's counting on us.
Huh. Remember me, Talos? Or just attack me right away? You picked the wrong target. In you go. Olympus, I accept this message. Excellent.
The numerous defensive capabilities of terrifying Talos, the most powerful of the Olympian automatons wrought by the hands of great Hephaestus himself, includes the power to quite slowly self-repair.
Surely Talos will recall this misunderstanding next time. Moon monument right over there. One remains. In the name of Hades.
I see everything.
Here, little fish. It's over. Hey, a pillar top. Show yourself by the light of the moon. This is our monument. They got through.
I lost my train of thought, cousin. For Aphrodite here, she doesn't seem to understand the meaning of a private conversation. Lady, would you care to join us then?
Oh, dear Apollo, yes, I always care to join your conversations, especially the private ones. And is there any who could blame me? Love and sunshine go together, after all.
Still feasting.
And drag you out. Welcome.
Golly, fetch.
Hey, good for you.
I don't wish to be just some ungrateful guest. I know you have your customs here, and I have studied them. So please, for all your cheer and generosity.
Well, this is nectar. It's the real thing. We could use every drop that we can get. Then here is something for my most distinguished guests, of which I have decided you are one.
I'm most grateful, and wish I could stay for the festivities.
Not told my dad about this little gathering of ours, have you? Because we wouldn't want to have to pack it up and find some other secret spot. It's perfect here.
I think Lord Zeus has far more urgent matters to consider than your never-ending feast, which I dare say would be even better if the legions of Kronos weren't about. The rest of the Olympians don't even know that this is going on.
Right you are, baby. Well, this is an exclusive gathering only for guests I know are going to be cool. Which can't explain how you keep stumbling upon it, but hey, details, right?
Scully.
Follow my light.
Tucked away. In the name of Hades. A wave of power.
Again we meet. You know what lies beyond and still returned. I knew you would, of course, yet I don't know why. Because you won't tell me.
That's right. Your nonsense riddles are a bigger threat to my health than you, or your blasted eagle pet for that matter.
The threat you face is beyond your understanding. That is the only reason you persevere. Your ignorance is a gift, much like the fire that I shared with mortal kind, and now with you. Let's go.
Enough of his foresight.
Not even the intense heat rising from the mountain's central hearth can entirely dispel the chill here in the air. A gathering storm, not wrought by gods, but something else.
Something friendly? Okay. All yours, Gully. Thanks, little one. You two appear well fed. Stay in the ground next time. Hear me, on my authority. Wow. Get that, Golly? A fang. That's a bite. This is a lamprey. Not a chance. That monster, that was Typhon. In the name of Hades. This boon is worth the sacrifice. Higher up. Reagent over there.
Hey!
Hermes, you're here. May moonlight guide us.
Okay. You made it all the way up here. That's great. Except what isn't great is Typhon. You've run into him already, probably. A mountain-sized monstrosity and all his brood.
This storm, this infestation. All of this is Typhon's doing then. How did he get here? How do we stop him?
No easy answers for you, except Gramps brought this on us, all part of his plan. The others can hold fast a while in Pop's palace, but they need your help. I better report to Heck. Be safe.
You too. Olympus, I accept this message. By her grace. Now. This is it. The father of all monsters. Can't sense his life force at all. Just a foe. It's just another foe. He's gone into the storm. He's looking worse. For Olympus.
Everyone lend me your strength.
The gods.
Now, young lady, finish this. He's recovered. And fall back to the palace. Fight!
goes. I think not. Gods be safe. I've trained to slay Kronos, not the father of all monsters. What do I do?
Oh, hey.
All that you lost is all that you are, as Headmistress would say.
What do you require?
So, how's it going on Olympus recently? Or wherever you were last night? See anything good up there besides the snow? Not sure how come I know about snow.
I made it all the way to the summit, where I confronted the ancient monster called Typhon. It said that all of the monsters can be traced directly to him, but he's by far the biggest and the worst I've ever seen.
Mel, I'm the one who's supposed to scare you, not the other way around. So, did you beat this guy or what?
Not quite, but I intend to.
Well, let me know if I can help.
If I may. My sisters told me of a certain prophecy even I thought would never come to pass. That Olympus would once again face the fury of the father of all monsters, and their conflict would shake the world to its core. And now it's happening.
You mean you knew Typhon's attack was a real possibility? Why didn't you warn us? We could have prepared.
I was not permitted to warn you. Had I done so, it merely would have expedited an outcome I now realize was bound to happen anyway. Though perhaps your implication is correct, and this is all my fault.
What? How is this all your fault? Unless you aided Kronos in awakening the most notorious fiend the gods ever faced, I don't see how you had anything to do with this.
Unraveling a fateful bond. I abetted your plans to gain the surface. The awakening of Typhon. Perhaps it's a punishment. And a reminder never to defy the fates. Princess, please forgive me.
Nonsense. Kronos did this, not you. I reached the summit of Olympus finally. They're fighting back against Typhon himself. Perhaps you knew already. He's quite enormous, yes. Death to Kronos. Fair trade. More gemstones here. Order approved.
What's it gonna be?
Here, now.
There we have it.
So now Olympus has to deal with Typhon, huh? Wonder if Kronos made a deal with him or just revived and set him loose. Either way, plan like that takes a lot of guts.
You sound rather impressed. I'm certain Kronos would welcome you into his ranks as well if you just tell him how you really feel.
Hit a nerve? Fine. Doesn't change the fact our enemy outsmarted us. So no need to keep wasting your time up top. Wait, you're not going to try and fight that thing, are you?
You really think I'm going to leave my family on Olympus to face that monster on their own? You don't know me at all.
Nice knowing you anyway.
A real pleasure. Guy's bounty. Into the earth you go.
Thin air upon that mountain made you mad, Malinoe. Confronting Typhon of all creatures face to face. Hermes told me everything, save what was going through your head.
I was not about to turn my back on my family, especially not after having come so far. What should I have done? Flee at the first sight of that monster? We flee only as a last resort.
That we do. And you'd best keep reminding yourself of it ere you confront the father of all monsters again. Do not take unnecessary risks, or lose sight of the task.
We do as we must.
You've Typhon to contend with on that mountaintop, Goddess? Our shades say he's near the size of a mountain himself. Please tell me that's hyperbole on their part.
Well, to put it in perspective, by my estimation, he's at least 100 times the size of Polyphemus. Though I've not had the opportunity to take his measure properly.
You'll take his measure yet, I reckon. It's what you've done with every other foe you've faced thus far. Our shades and the good witch think it unwise to take on such a threat yourself, but you're not planning to back down, are you?
No.
Good.
We needn't settle for the way it is.
Though maybe we should?
Fool! I am not susceptible to mere baubles such as this.
Ah, just kidding. Totally susceptible. Gimme. At last I have discovered a vulnerable point in your defenses. No way of knowing how much life force Typhon has. Just have to slay him anyway. Jot it down. Kataski Onaski.
Have it.
Kataski Onaski.
Interesting.
Power to change. This'll take a little while. I can store different arrangements of Arcana now. Feeling feisty, are we? Well, look at you. That good, huh? silver pool. Grant me the aspect of Selene.
Shine like the moon, kiddo.
Let our bond grow strong.
Oh, dang.
I'll keep this in mind. What do you think, Dora?
They don't pay me to think.
Which keepsake for tonight?
May we converse?
Abyssal visions.
Mind telling all these shades that no, the father of all monsters isn't back? Because they're so caught up with this outrageous rumor, they don't buy it when I tell them.
Commander, the thing is, I confronted Typhon himself just last night. While Kronos schemes from the underworld, that monstrosity attacks Olympus.
I knew all that. It's just, I was just checking to see if my disciples had the nerve to stand up for that which they truly believed. And they did. Nice going, everyone.
So you knew of Typhon's return?
Yeah.
Good girl.
Do you swear?
The growing fear. Through Ephira. The warrior sigil. I was beginning to think this one would never show his face. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
A fellow student of death, to have confronted monstrous Typhon with such zeal. My kin insisted that I act upon the violence spiraling out of control, and I do wish to see your prowess, so here, a first of many contributions to the cause.
The will to fight. My claim. Let us together shine this night, O moon.
That foolish Titan. He has awakened Typhon, the most terrible monstrosity that ever lived. I still bear my scars from when we first clashed very long ago. Together, we did vanquish him before. We shall have to manage it again. The infinite dark. peace of mind.
Mind getting that for me? Well done.
Amid the stench of death lies a rejuvenating spring, etched from a block of stone into the likeness of the Verger goddess and the underworld's rightful queen.
This fountain. Mother. Let's have a look around. Destroyed. Feels even sturdier. Nothing in range.
About our poor summit. That ugly Typhon made it all the way up here, and he's been ruining everything. Well, we are not going to let him walk all over us.
You shades are getting out of there. What next? Lord Ares, I know mortal warriors often would make offerings to you before their battles to the death. I likewise wish to pay you my respects. No mercy for our foes.
I shall not take such honors without giving in return, especially from one who understands my work. A living weapon such as you ought to have this.
This I accept from you, my lord. Hear me, on my authority. Peace can wait. Transform. it is. You don't like staying down for long? Golly, attack! If Heracles could handle it.
Judging by all his vengeful roars, Typhon must hate my father almost as much as Kronos does. But are they truly working together? A monster such as that couldn't possibly be taking orders from a Titan. Or anybody.
Sigil.
Since Typhon's back, I thought I'd say nice knowing you, dearie. Not that we're going down without a fight, but just in case. We barely beat him when we first settled up with Kronos way back when. But now he's grown a lot.
A valuable is near.
Golly, get it. Let's get the lay of the land. Hold still in their shades. One left.
Good news is we can now be sure what Gramps had planned for us, but bad news is it's Typhon and he's big. But my pop stopped him once, so how hard could it be?
Don't be frightened. Rest easy now. Well, this was lovely. Something about your gold rewards, in which I've achieved silver status now. Oh, thank you very much, my lord. I'm pleased to be a loyal customer of yours. I've heard in times past you discreetly transport shipments of ambrosia all the way into the depths of Tartarus. And knowing you, my lord, you would never sample your own wares. So here, this is a gift, not a delivery. May there soon come such a time.
The river Vulcan may no longer ferry souls into the underworld, but has become quite valuable to the ongoing war effort. He's quite effective with that oar of his.
Are the only ones that ever got away from me other than you. That worthless good-for-nothing put you up to this.
His name is Odysseus. He's a great hero and tactician. Though you needn't worry about slaying him, for he's long dead already. Not your problem anymore.
Don't matter if he's dead, I'll eat him anyways. And don't care what he calls himself. He's always gonna be a nobody to me. Now how about I send him a message?
Sleep well, Cyclops. How does he live like this? That one. That's that. The docks. Such a strange and awful fleet that Kronos has. Some driftwood. And now to set a course. What else? Eliminated. Olympus, I accept this message. A gift. In the name of Hades. Sure, why not? All right.
Apple pieces, olives, figs, ginger roots, and cypress twigs. Silk of spider, tooth of shark, ray of light, and mote of dark. Powdered crystal, orange zest, now my will be manifest.
Driftwood.
She's back, piggies! Good heavens, more for me? I'm unaccustomed to receiving gifts here on my little isle, though I'm pleased to try and get more used to it, if you must so insist.
Insist is a strong word, madam, but I would like for you to have this, yes. Perhaps it will help you perfect your own recipe, or while away a pleasant night should one arise.
So what is even happening there at the Mountain of the Gods? Some nights, great plumes of flame appear on the horizon, and storm clouds, terrible as ever I have seen.
The source of these phenomena is a two-pronged assault on Mount Olympus. The Titan Prometheus and his raiders, and the monster Typhon himself. I'm headed to face them.
Good heavens, you mean face them all, Poppet? Although perchance the perils you confront beneath the earth are even worse. Let me protect you then, as best I can. You shall have it.
Felt that for sure. Evening, little pigs. Shamblers. Change of course. I'll take it from here. Olympus, I accept this message. Better. Let's get you someplace safe. Got you.
mortal kid confined to a tower, I was relatively well provided for, but this... I know better than to envy the gods, especially with what they're going through lately. They definitely know their drink.
The gods have always lived well, but your own life was so short and difficult. You must still have a lot of making up to do, and I thought maybe this could help. Icarus, I want you to come back, to the crossroads. You want to aid our efforts here. You'll do an even better job of it if you're in contact with Odysseus and all our shades.
I'm not sure that everybody feels the same, Millie. I've been able to make do here on my own, and don't do well in crowds. Maybe from living in a prison tower all my life.
But we could see each other more. And it's really not that crowded there, is it? Just give the possibility some thought.
All right, I will. Give it some thought, that is. But if I show up and the Witch of the Crossroads turns me into the shade of a newt or something, it'll be on your conscience. Whichever you want. Careful with that.
Thanks.
I'll be in touch.
You should have stayed in shadow. Now then. That's everything. Solid ground ahead. Salutations. Hear me, on my authority. I can use this.
Trouble. Okay, what in the hell is that you've got on, babe? You could use a change of style, sure, but this is way out there.
Oh, you must be referring to the black coat. You're right, that is not necessarily my preference for attire, but it's not primarily for show. You'll understand in a moment.
Wait, I remember the black coat. So that's what it looks like? And I thought the adamant rail looked ridiculous. Nyx had such bad taste. Want some? Here it comes! Hey, what gives? Look what I found! Go back to hell. Oh no, not again, not again!
See you, Strife.
The embodiment of strife has vanished, yet her influence remains. As Earth and sea alike remain embroiled in a cataclysmic conflict, she is keen to endlessly perpetuate.
Eris must be having the time of her life. The path to Olympus. A natural stronghold. No easy way up, not during this siege. Shamblers ahead.
Into the dark.
Let's fish. No escape. I caught a crystal. Here we go. I have this. In the name of Hades. Felt that. this message. A sudden surge. Not had enough of me, Draken. No. Mountains for the gods. Some adamant. In the name of Hades. Blast off. Clear landing spot.
Heights such as these are no place for the boatman of the underworld, and yet his wares are curiously to be found, born here perhaps by allies that remain unseen.
Allies whom I certainly appreciate. In the name of Hades. Hear me, on my authority. I grow strong. What's Hermes offering this eve? gold coins. In the name of Hades. I really need this boon.
I knew it. I'm but a Titan and unarmed. Should you get past me, however, I know that you know you're certainly no match for what awaits.
Perhaps you simply know less than you think. And now you're going to call me arrogant or something, I suppose.
I would have, yes. But since you've foreseen that outcome, it shall not come to pass. Well, if you truly think you can withstand that monstrosity, let's see you withstand me.
All right.
Leads to a downfall soon enough.
A Titan's vengeance is a flame that cannot be quenched.
Ugh, these Titans. Ugh, these Titans. If Prometheus knows everything that's going to happen, then he must know I'm not giving up.
Where'd you come from? Want something? Wonder if I ever used to have nightmares. So you can just imagine yourself in these completely different, horrible situations?
Yes, and sometimes I'm not even there, which can make them even more unsettling. Though they don't trouble me as much anymore.
Well, at least you've got me.
You're here, Lord Charon. I've need of that.
New shipment over there.
Hello.
Icarus. The snake reed.
think I'd feel this way, though it's good to be back, Melly. Your Grace. This place feels different. I think it's warmer than it used to be or something, eh?
You found your way back. You're welcome here and safe as ever, Icarus. I trust the wings made the return trip relatively swift and trouble-free?
Well, flying past the city of Ephyra sure beats having to trudge through. I still have to check in with Master Odysseus, though I'll try not to be such a stranger around here.
Do see to that.
Hey. Showed Eris, didn't you? Could hear her crying practically from here. Been far too long since last I kicked her ass myself. At least somebody's picked up the slack.
Perhaps all of those savage fights between you two contributed to her disagreeable nature. Or yours, for that matter. Unless you're certain neither one of you has changed a bit, in which case, what was all the fighting even for?
You've met her. She always liked picking fights. And you've met me. I've never liked backing down from them. As for you, go learn to take a compliment next time.
I must have missed it.
Sure did.
As promised. Nightmare now available for order. I've run into Lord Hermes at the summit of Olympus, making preparations against Typhon with the rest. Have you been able to cross paths with him? So, not for very long.
Princess? The artifact I gave to you. It can forestall the inevitable. Almost like a doom repellent, except it works in the opposite way. Such technicalities aside, I trust it shall be of some benefit.
I'm certain it shall. Sometimes all I need is a few moments more. So if I use your pin, you get to accompany me on my evenings out?
Only in the final moments of your evenings, I'm afraid. Of course, we also have the evenings here.
Then I'll be seeing you around. May moonlight guide you.
Come here.
What if we head to the taverna for a little while? You don't seem particularly busy, and we probably should talk.
What if you get out of my face for a little while? Don't feel like seeing you and all those shades judging me. Thanks. You really want to know the way things used to be, Trouble? Think about everything that gets you to come out of your tent night after night. Gets you fired up. What comes to mind?
Sure. Those I care about are counting on me. And I wish to learn. To grow strong in body, mind, and spirit.
Inspiring. Now imagine having everything you want. So you're left wanting nothing at all.
No, I can't imagine that. So everyone besides you was self-indulgent and unmotivated. But now the roles are reversed, I suppose.
You don't get it. Fine.
Prepared for more?
It's finished.
I've little taste for the traditions of the gods, you know. Lest you forget, I am a Titaness. More in common with our old enemy, I dare say, than with the likes of Zeus and his ilk.
No matter your heritage, Headmistress, you have been a sure and steady guardian of mine throughout my life. A bit of tradition helps express the gratitude I feel.
Tradition is all well and good, lest 'tis followed blindly. Senselessly, I should say, for the blind are often very much aware. But let me not belabor your kind gesture. I am grateful, truly. Odysseus and I... Long has one of us been certain you would find your way to Mount Olympus and direct your efforts there. The other was certain you'd do no such thing.
Before you even ask, there's absolutely no way you're making me guess which one of you was which in that particular disagreement, Headmistress.
I always said how you achieve the task is up to you. It's not for me to guide your every step. Then was it worth it? Climbing to those heights?
Entirely. And I intend to go again.
May your intent be true.
Huh. I must admit, I'm unaccustomed to displays of flattery. Forgive me, I don't quite know what to say except thank you.
You're very welcome. Though I'd not intended it as flattery, it's just... Don't even mention it, all right? This wasn't on the list before.
The messenger shall keep you well informed. You shall learn to brandish Zorfet with ease.
I ought to be the one honoring you, Goddess. My inclination is to save this for the moment of our victory, but it's good to have in reserve, in case of some emergency, you understand.
I understand indeed. And you already honor me with your friendship, Odysseus, as well as with your knowledge about how to deal swift death. Your old adversary Polyphemus wanted me to give you a message on his behalf. Though, come to think, I'm uncertain what he wanted me to say. Perhaps just kick you savagely.
Sounds like the Cyclops that I used to know, all right. My crew and I, we were his captives for a while, and his food supply. I found a way to get us out of there, but it was ugly.
He calls you Nobody. How did he come to know you by that name?
Nobody took his eye, Goddess. I gave to him a name that wouldn't make a lick of sense when he called over to his mates for help. We had to try.
He has mates?
Perhaps not anymore.
So shall I. So mote it be. What can we do? Noted. You're looking well, Golly. You're getting stronger. Familiars just love these. Thank you for being here. You've done it now, Golly. This has grave thirst this eve.
And that concludes our little orientation. Any questions?
Night and darkness guide me. Moonlight guides you.
Same to you.
For the underworld.
I must salute the bearer of the Argent Skull. Would that my own cranium were thusly reinforced with silver and could explode with such spectacular results.
One good skull deserves another. I see you found your way. Trial set. I feel...
This is a trial of strength, so please use it with care.
For you, mighty Hephaestus. Though you may not have occasion for such offerings, working a hot forge every night and day.
Oh, this is just a service job. No need to get all cordial and the like. Nice gesture from you, though. So cheers and all. I can appreciate an armament of damn near any shape and size, but one shape like that moonstone axe you got might be my favourite were I forced to choose your weapon point. Let's see what you can do with it, would you?
Such strength. Wastrels. Hermes. I know you've been exceptionally busy as of late, though might I briefly interrupt our routine to give you this little offering? It isn't much, but down here it's some of the best we've got.
How you can find the time these days, though I am grateful that you thought of me like this. Now straight to business then. Got lots to do. Some of the gods think errors showed up near our mountain causing trouble again, all because of you. They don't know I practically begged you to come up to our rescue over here. Think Heck gave you the order. We're really in it now.
Sure. Creatures need you, sister, not just gods. From the solitary wolf that howls in the night, to the sailor crossing waters you alone illuminate. You truly are an inspiration.
I sometimes think Olympus takes my constancy for granted, for I receive many offerings from mortals, but not gods. While it should make no difference to me, nonetheless it does, little star. Thank you for the gesture.
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
Your relatives on Mount Olympus all are well aware of me, of course. In most respects, I now can aid you openly, and even they themselves may grant you greater strength using my light. Let them believe that strength is theirs alone.
Thank you, Selene.
Thus we are bound.
Silence.
never thought Kronos completely mad. But what else could have driven him to use the father of all monsters as a weapon? Typhon heeds no master. The destruction of Olympus shall not sate his appetites.
You don't know who you're dealing with. That's what you get.
Don't quite know how we're managing to hold back Typhon from reducing this whole mountaintop to ash. Must be the lightning, flames, floods, and earthquakes and the like. If you've got any bright ideas yourself, just come on up.
Now. Not now.
What's really me?
Now really isn't the time for petty squabbles, but I'm afraid you leave me with no choice.
I mean no disrespect.
Sorry about that, Sunshine. When my wrath flares up, it's probably best not to be anywhere in the vicinity.
Greater strength. Olympus, I accept this message.
had your fill of Olympus for a while. Surpassing me here must be far less burdensome than having to gouge all of Typhon's eyes.
It's positively pleasant by comparison. But I'll get back to dealing with the father of all monsters soon enough.
Then gather what strength you can in the meantime. For now, the underworld awaits. But I yet hold the key. Cursed flames burn. To do this again some other eve.
The true test lies beyond.
Mission complete. I'm ready. Return to Shadow now.
I did not necessarily expect that you would pass this trial.
Did what I had to do.
Well, something's going on back here.
Drink of the earth. What if I try this? Become what I seek. It's cooking. By my birthright. My vows are made.
I'm so scared.
Grant me the aspect of Circe.
A witch most powerful.
What secrets lie within? To Olympus. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Mother Nyx, in all her grace, began referring to me as the Eye of Night. For I could see even where she could not. This honor spurs me even now, just as I spur my steeds. We shall avenge her, little star. Your foes shall shudder. That was spectacular.
Follow the river Acheron beyond the necropolis.
Typhon, my niece. It has been so long since last we fought that I dare say he's grown still larger in the intervening time. And sneakier as well. All of that shaking here, it was from him.
Just squeeze on through. How many of these do they have? Should head to the main square. It's been a busy night. Peace, sir.
Need a break from all the slaughter, just stand back. Father. Time to get to work. Dead. Ha. You truly take me for a fool, believing I would drink from this. You could have ensorcelled the contents in any number of ways to drive me to madness, or worse.
I swear to you upon my father's name that I've done no such thing. And it would have obviously spoiled if I had. Do you want to see me drink it first?
No. I can dispose of it myself. You make it to the mountaintop as yet? In case you haven't.
What do you mean, Typhon? I'm surprised the Olympians don't have you helping out with him, instead of bashing a bunch of weaklings far from where the real danger is.
The Olympians won't abide some half-god stealing their glory. I get the drudgery, not the important work. Thank the fates that you get some of each. Try not to die.
Olympus, I accept this message. What?
Behold the stars.
The light of the moon. Where else?
Great Hecate, I celebrate sorceress.
Your stronger dream vapors helped me get deeper into the psyche of Lord Hypnos. But unfortunately, not deep enough. He's still dozing away. Anything else I can try?
Oh, there's always something. Rearrange some pieces of his mind, perhaps. Have you tried stabbing him repeatedly?
I was thinking more along the lines of his connection to his brother, the incarnate of death. Is there some way to imbue the dream vapors with the essence of the dead?
Why, certainly. The properties of sleep and death go hand in hand. I think I can point you in the right direction on that one. Do tell me how it goes.
Absolutely.
Kataskion Aski.
Let's see. Damn it.
Lord Ares is finally back. Nothing makes a war official like when he shows up. Things haven't always gone our way when we fought together, but this time just about everybody's here.
they trying to escape?
Firsthand, our great mountain is perpetually besieged, and we've not had a moment's peace of late. Yet this trial only makes us stronger as a family. Tidbit you ought to know about our side of the family is, while we may not agree on each detail, in the end, we always find ourselves on the same side of every challenge that we face. Isn't that right, brother? Oh, absolutely, Lord Zeus. When you get down to it, our clan is of a single will. Although I guess we don't count Kronos in that estimation, do we now? He's technically family, but very much opposed to everything we stand for.
Thirsty, but hey. Here, my lord. If you plan to keep the other ambrosia bottle in reserve, perhaps you could share this one with a professional associate. No need to save it for later. I've merely strived to better understand you, knowing it was never about words or gifts. You were the boatman of the underworld, a mighty son of Nyx, and the most dependable sort of comrade I could ever want.
Gold is a fascinating metal, is it not? Mortals often fought and killed over the stuff. Only the rarest gemstones from your father's domain appeal to them more.
Here we are already, sorceress. Mere moments prior, we were speaking amicably by my cauldron, and yet now it's come to this.
I know you're to confront me here because of the oath we took, Lady Medea, but the Cyclops hasn't had as good of an excuse.
Come, you've trespassed on his property for one, and he is famished for another. Look at him, he's at a loss for words. You're Polyphemus, you must say something.
This time.
shadow now.
Your rival has fallen.
For the will of night. Nightmare.
On such particularly fearsome nights, the Witch of Shadows is believed to haunt this awfully putrescent field, whilst conducting her profane experiments upon the dead.
I still feel a little nauseous after that. Should switch keepsakes. Get that, Golly. The figurine. There. Beyond this rift, the mountain of the gods. Transfer me. There. Onward. Get him, Golly. Not good enough. Something else. Benevolent Lord Uncle Zeus, I have for you another offering, as meager as it is. May you soon have occasion to enjoy it peaceably.
I am often showered in such offerings, you know. However, coming from one such as you, it means a lot more to me than the rest. My other children stand to learn from you.
Olympus, I accept this message. greater might.
A fishing point.
Here, fishy. Come on out. Looks like a shrimp. Delivery coming soon.
And done.
Transfer now. Anyone?
Oh, there you are.
What else? Illumination. Should work. Be gone.
Juice and sand of lake, lentil pulses, powdered sage, salt of mountain, ripe of age, chamomile and grain of rice, cinnamon and cube of ice. Form a circle, think afar, seal the contents in a jar.
Evening, little pigs.
Piggies, look who's back. Not all divinities require offerings, you know. Our Olympian relatives, they have come to expect this type of giving, but not I. Do not presume to spoil me.
Olympus is well accustomed to receiving offerings from all across the land. Living here on this remote island, I don't think you're at risk of getting quite as used to it as that.
How regrettable to know Prometheus rebels against the gods. Surely he must see that his pursuit of vengeance shall not bring him any peace. Is there no reasoning with him?
He isn't much for talk, but then lately who is? We end up clashing just beneath the summit. Apparently he always knows who's going to be the victor, even if it's me.
Oh, he's foreseen his own defeat before. Can you imagine, Poppet? To know of each and every ill awaiting you? I doubt if any punishment he has endured is worse than that. Be safe. No need to go in.
Some seeds. yours, Gully. May moonlight guide us.
Washed up. Another go? Can't always tell if you're stubborn or just plain, you know. Not that it matters either way.
You're standing between me and my objective, Eris. Or floating. The point is, sooner or later, you'll come to understand that's a mistake.
Oh, but we all make mistakes, right? Neither one of us would be here otherwise. So you ready now or what? Let's have some fun. Here comes my favorite part. That's right, Miss Perfect. Go on home and cry.
Oh, Eris on her blasted rail.